to assure you that from our side, we are going to give you full support, we are going to give you good products, and we are going to show you how Gambians do things, that when we do things, we can do it better. If not the same, better than anyone else in the world. We are small, but we are big. Yeah? So be rest assured, your partners are here. We are ready to work with you. Arthur and team in Germany, in Dubai, in London, we are here to cooperate with you. We are here to make sure that we protect your business. And this is why it's important to have these witnesses here. So we understand how important this is for our country. We are dealing with Gambian investors. And I think this is something that we should keep in mind. Gambian investors have been chosen as the partners to deal with the biggest store operator in the world. We have to be proud about this. Speaking with Wessam yesterday, he was talking about hotels in other countries that they are signing. And they are not owned by indigents. We are indigents that are leading this industry, and we are proud to work with you. And be rest assured, as Gambians, we will knock on our government's door, we will knock on the GT board's door, we will knock on everybody's door. They will open it and they will support you, because this is important for the development of tourism in this country. If you look at Senegal, TUI opened a Riu hotel. This guarantees them, just with that hotel, they opened first 400 rooms, now they're building a new Riu, which means that they're going to have about 1,000 rooms offered by TUI. Just with these two hotels, it guarantees Senegal 1 million tourists a year. Here we are dealing with 2 hotels. There are opportunities to do more. We are going to count on your support. We are TUI's partner here in the Gambia, and Minister of Tourism, we are going to count on your support to make sure that we can also contribute in bringing 1 million tourists to the Gambia. Thank you very much, everybody. We hope and we
Thank you so much, Mr. Sala.
Let me ask Mr. Nala one question. I go with you into this marriage, but we need a lot of babies. So few hotels will follow me.
Absolutely. Be rest assured.
Thank you so much. So I would like to invite the Honorable Minister of Energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the electricity. It's affecting our operations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is a pleasant surprise, and good afternoon to everyone that is present here. The Honorable Minister of Tourism and Culture and colleague Honorable Ministers that are present here, Male, Omar, and their partners. We are elated and delighted as well to be associated with this ceremony. You know, we have a doyen senior bar in Ahmad that when he asks us, we cannot say no, because we know what will come after it. He has that dynamism, enthusiasm, and rigor, and support. He's somebody who believes in the sector. And we as partners in the government have the responsibility to complement and continue to support his activities. In the energy sector, we can assure you that we'll continue to do what is right in this sector to sustain and make sure that there is consistent supply of electricity in the country. Of course, affordable. We know people have talked about recent tariff increases, but the government being the responsible entity that binds the sectors and as well as the private sector and the population always look at what is in the interest of all parties. Tariff increase is always a difficult thing to do, but sometimes it is necessary to sustain the availability of the services that we provide. But one thing I can assure you is that the government of the Gambia has a very clear roadmap, strategic electricity roadmap, which is trying to look at a complement of issues in terms of energy generation, different sources of energy generations, imports of electricity from neighboring countries that have, cheaper source of electricity, to be able to complement what we do, so that at the end of the day, we believe that within the near future, we will see a reduction of electricity tariff rather than an increase in electricity tariff. But what we are going through is a transition. And there are certain things that are inevitable. And in order for us not to kill the goose that lays the golden egg. And this is a reality, economic reality that we deal with, but we are on the path, and also we are receiving a lot of support from the World Bank in terms of energy efficiency. We're developing policies to support businesses and other public institutions to be able to roll out renewable energy, solar systems, so that people will be able to be more efficient in the way that we use electricity. So we are going to continue to support, the hotel industry and the population and the private sector in general. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Now we were going to have the Honorable Minister, Mr. Ahmad Nkeba.
No, interior.
Interior. Okay, sorry. We're going to have the Interior Minister, and then we're going to close with the Honorable Minister of Tourism.
Thank you very much for having me, Honorable Ba. We always answer to your call. I've been to Tamala about a few times. I like this hotel, it's beautiful. And I say hello to my colleague ministers and all the guests here gathered. Just want to assure the investors that Gambia has a reputation of being the smiling coast, not only because we smile, but we are very peaceful. The security apparatus is geared towards enhancing that peace and stability in this country, and we want to maintain that with support of everyone. We cannot do it alone, but we do as much as we can to make sure that this place remains peaceful, and we really abhor anybody trying to come in, trying to create problems for us. We have always enjoyed peace, and we jealously guard that. The police and the other security establishments in this country will always make sure that the tourist industry gets all the support it needs to get, so that you can operate and bring your people, come here and enjoy the holidays and go back in safety. At the airport also, we have the immigration officials. We make sure that they give all the necessary support they have to the tourists coming in, and that when they go back, they will always think about coming back here. So on that note, I just want to say, please, we want to assure you of our support. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to invite Mr. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Mr. Ahmad Nkeba. Yeah.
No, I got it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me start with my colleagues, ministers, the Minister of Energy, Minister of Defense, Minister of Interior, Minister of Digital Economy. I've just been assured the Minister of Finance also is on his way coming. He was held up with some other issues. And I think that demonstrates the interest that the Adama Barrow-led government have in the development and the promotion of tourism in this country, because we know the implications and the importance of the tourism sector. We all know that when there are more tourists, telecoms gets more money. A lot of calls are made. A lot of money is made. A lot of VAT is collected. A lot of money comes to our government coffers. We know that when there are more tourists, more jobs are created. That maintains stability. When there is less unemployment, there is very little crime. Prior to COVID, when COVID came in, the first meeting we had, I told government in our meeting that we will have more crimes in the next couple of months. And indeed, we had the worst in the Gambian history during that time. We saw armed robbery and everything. Why? Because People were not employed. They don't have job and they need to feed their families. Somehow, some will choose to do that way. So it was a difficult moment. We anticipated it, but this government was prepared for it. And that's why we were able to stop it right there, because we knew it was coming. So that's all the importance of tourism, because then you will have a stable environment, and defense will also be busy managing our borders. And indeed, the best way forward is to, what we had now is the Minister of Energy. Mr. Minister, most of our revenue goes into payment of electricity bills and water. No doubt about that. It's the highest cost element in our operations, in all the hotels, in all the resorts management, restaurants, bars, casinos, everywhere. The biggest cost element is energy. And for you to assure us that we will have energy reduction when it is possible is a great reassurance. I have no doubt that the renewable energy 23 megawatts, when it is handed over to you, you will certainly be happy to reduce the rates. And I think this assurance should go very well in the minds of investors who have already invested in this country and those that are willing and ready to come and invest in the Gambia. In 1998, there was a statistics survey done. Gambia became the second most expensive electricity in Africa after Egypt. This was as far back as 1998. I have not read any survey since then, but I still believe we are one of the highest. But being highest, next thing what is important is to make sure that it is available. The minister is right. If he had not increased recently, NABEC would have been dead. And that would have been a worse crisis for the country. So we were caught in a difficult situation. And so the increase cost us politically, but economically, I think it will keep us moving. And we're happy that the minister have made a very positive statement that when it is possible, government will reduce the rates, and that will benefit and indeed promote investment in the Gambia. And again, as I said, with no security, no tourists will come to this country. And that's why we believe that we should always slaze and support the Interior Ministry. And that's why GT bought, a couple of years ago, I ordered them to buy pickups, brand new pickups, handed over to the Interior Ministry so that they would be able to do policing better. Today, it's a very important day in our evolution, in our tourism evolution, because you see, TUI is the biggest operator in the world. It's not in question. And it is always important that in any destination, you have a specific interest in that destination. That would keep you all the time, that would keep that destination in your mind. Cape Verde started in 1998-92 when we drove FTI from this country and other operators, because what the then misinformers were saying about all-inclusive, they were welcome in Cape Verde on silver platter. They developed Cape Verde. Today, Cape Verde is boosting off about 800,000 tourists. From nowhere, what we own here went there, and we lost it. Because there were a few voices that looked strong that the then military regime felt that they had to listen to. And that led to the departure of FTI and other groups from this country. But you know what? Cape Verde today, TUI, if my memory serves me right, they own nothing less than 15 hotels in Cape Verde. Nothing less than 15 hotels in Cape Verde. Therefore, they have 50 flights, minimum 50 flights a week in that particular country, because they want to fill their hotels. They own the hotel, they make sure that there are guests in the hotels. So the significance of this signature today, of this deal that we're doing here, is that when TUI Blue signed contract here with the Jaliba Group, what we are going to have is that before they fill anywhere, they make sure that at least their hotels are filled with tourists. And that for us is an advantage. It shows that they would make extra efforts to make sure that these hotels have guests. But again, when they were negotiating this deal, I was in the picture. But I must commend these two gentlemen for being very smart, been very intelligent and very experienced. It was a difficult negotiation. It wasn't easy. But I can assure you that when I got the information that they have concluded a deal, I couldn't believe it. And I congratulate Mr. Male Sallah and Omar Jawara for having done and made our country proud for this thing that we are doing today. And this is one of the many efforts that they have done. Today, they are the biggest Gambian investors in the tourism sector. No doubt about that. Nobody can take that away from them. And they are one of the youngest who have lived in partnership, have not gone to court fighting in the Gambia. And that we are proud of. You see, that we need to copy from. There are two companies I always ask Gambians to copy from. Gambians cannot do partnership. It's impossible for them. Once they start, give them a little bit, 2, 3, 4 more years, they go into fighting. And then they disintegrate. But the Green Vision Company and this Tamala Group are a unique example of many Gambians that can learn and can study the way they have managed themselves, the way they have really built up a strong company based on each other complementing the other one. And I think your investment in the tourism sector, as I always say, is a landmark in the history of the Gambia. The President Adama Barrow government will stand by you, will support you at every level, every ministry, every government institution will give you all the support to make sure that you continue to grow bigger and bigger. For TUI, I can assure them, we are ready to welcome you. We are ready to do the needful for you to succeed and indeed come back to the Gambia as much as possible. This is the smiling coast of Africa, no doubt about that. As the Minister of Interior said, we are a peaceful and a peace-loving country. And we believe that with our new World Bank project, we are going to improve on our products. We are making sure that the Gambia becomes known all over the world. And I believe that this signature today will bring back the German market to the Gambian tourism industry. And the German market, one of the biggest markets in the world. And having the Germans back in this country, I believe that we will soon start counting our numbers from 200, 300 to 500,000 arrivals a year. But again, we need the rooms. We don't have the rooms. We want Gambians to invest in quality hotels. We need quality hotels. We need them. Right now, we are short of 3,000 rooms. We need 3,000 quality rooms to at least meet up the demand for rooms in the Gambia. And people have the money. And we have the land. What is important now is the will. And we are ready to partner with anyone who is willing, ready to build quality hotels in this country. On that note, I wish to once again express my sincere gratitude to the TUI Blue Group and the TUI Group in general and TUI Blue Management, and of course to the Jaliba Group under the leadership of Male Sallah and Omar Jawara. Before I return the phone, I must acknowledge the presence of Mr. Sam's Construction, who's also in the industry, who's done so much and doing so much for us, and the bankers, Mr. Dudu Sonza representing Trust Bank, and my sister Marion for GHA, and the permanent secretary, Office of the First Lady, Madam Jawara, and all other officials, the Gambia Tourism Board and their entire management being here. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that our tourism sector will continue to grow day by day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Video. Let's go to the video, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now we'll proceed to the reason why we are here. That is the official signing of the TUI Blue Tamala.
Video. Introduce the videos, please.
Okay. Bolaji, can you take us to the videos?
Where's the voice?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. Now we are going to have the official signing of the Tui Blue Tamala and the Tui Blue go to point.
Omar.
Mr. Jawara.
The cameras come close.
Here we go to Tamala. One for you. One for you. Sorry. Mark. For you. For you. Yes, yes, yes. We sign only one. We initiate. We can initiate. Write the date on the first page. Huh? Ah. Are you threatening me? You see what he said? I'm not signing with you. You need it now more than me. The 9th of June, right? We write it on the first one. And then we go. First page, the date, and then we go on the, I think 50, it must be 50 or 51. Page 36, please. And then please insert the date on the top, on your name. I was writing Mali almost. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Face the camera.
Thank you very much. Come on, come in.
No, it's too late, gentlemen.
You don't know what I wrote on the signature page.
Okay, let's put the white one, please.
Let me sign the
Flourish. Sorry, flourish. Flourish. Same. Again, 36.
Right? Nico.
Thank you very much. Omar, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellency.
It's a pleasure. All the best.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
looking forward to more signatures coming.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Group picture? Group picture, yeah?
Now we're going to have a group picture.
Group pictures here?
I'm inviting all ministers to join us with the group picture.
Ministers first.
Yes, ministers.
We meet with the ministers first. And Madam Permanent Secretary, come and join us. Yeah, you are not a wife of Commander Jawara. You are the Permanent Secretary. Come here.
You will put next to him.
No, come next to go next to you. Come in here. Come on. Madam, no, Kai. Oh, Permanent Secretary. You will have asked. Yeah,
Looks very good.
Yeah? Very well. Thank you.
Thank you. Now with the GT board management, you want to stay with us? You can have a picture with you.
We invite in the GT board management.
Banker,
Yeah.
Mr. Banker? We just want to edge out and then
We're going to have a closing remarks. Closing.
One picture on there.
I just see them all, and then we start our meeting quickly. Mr. Sams, you have to join me in Banjul. We have to proceed in Banjul. Don't worry, let me see. I have a quick one. Once I say that, we proceed to Banjul. All right? Well, you can go.
Please.
My secretary is there.
Please stay in. We are not ready. We are not ready. We are not done.
Can you help us with the correct spellings of their names, please?
So, thanks to the team for the hard work in the